What is up? It's me, Mr. DeGroat, back again. We're doing Google Drive this time. So a lot of different things right here. I'm just going to give you a quick tour of my Google Drive. I got a lot of different folders right here that have different things in there. I do have a few different things in here as well. A couple untitled things, but things that I don't really need right now. So we're going to show you how to do all this stuff. So first thing is, it's important to make folders for different things. And if you're ever going to have a group of documents or anything like that that belong to a specific category, make a folder. You can just do that by going New Folder. And I can give the folder whatever name I want. So this would be like Math or something like that. One thing that I like to do, especially when I was having different periods and things like that, if it was a first period thing, okay, I would put 01 in front of it, Math. That way, when I go and I organize this by name right here, 01 is going to be up at the top because it's going to go in alphabetical order. You'll notice that I got a couple, like an exclamation mark right here, some different things. I even have some emojis in here. You can put emojis in there as well, and those become special characters, and they actually appear before numbers and the letter A. So if you want to make sure that you have things on top, you can give them those special symbols as well. But what's nice is if I go into our computer apps class right here, I have even more folders in here because things need to be organized. And you can see part of the reason why is that you see this little guy right here. That means that this folder is being shared with other people. And what's nice is that everything inside this folder automatically gets those sharing permissions. So sometimes I need to share big chunks of files, a group of files at a time. Folders, that's the way to do it. Plus, the nice thing about folders is that you could share it so that other people can add to the folder. So you can both be adding different files in there and contributing to a project or anything like that. So there we got some of that right there. Another cool thing that I don't do too much of because I have my main folders right here, but you see this one is brown and this one is blue. Hey, if I just right click on here, there's this option right here of changing the color. And so I have a variety of colors that I can do that with. So there's a couple of ways that I can move things. Like let's say I got this folder right here and I want to move it. Well, I can drag and drop it into another folder right here, but let's say I want to go deeper. I want it to be in a folder within this folder. If I click my little drop down arrow right here, I get to see all the folders I have in my drive. And I can click another drop down arrow and see the ones I have in this folder, and in this folder, and in this folder, and in this folder, and in this folder. You see I got a lot of folders. So if I wanted to, I could just take this thing and just drop it into any of these and it would automatically get moved there. I could also just do a two-finger tap right here and click Move To. And then I'm able to just kind of browse through my drive right here and boom, boom, and I can move it there. One other thing though, sometimes I might want this to be in multiple spots. Like maybe I want this in this spot, but I also want it in a shared folder. If I press Shift-Z, you'll notice that it is no longer, here, let me get in here. It's no longer Move To, but it's Add. So I can actually have this live in multiple places at once. So it could be at two different locations if I wanted to. Okay. You might notice that your drive is looking a little bit different than mine, and that might not just be because it's organized, but right now I am in list view. And list view just means everything's on its row. We see this, we see all these extra details right here. You might be in what's called grid view right here. And with grid view, we see everything kind of in a grid right here, and we get little snippets of what these documents are. So that's great to have as well. Just depends on what you need to do. Okay, if I need to quickly see, okay, I really want to look at who's the owner, when was it last modified, then I would want list view right here. But if I'm looking and I just want to see like what this document is before I open it, I probably want grid view right here. You can also get some additional information by clicking this I right here, and I could see activity that I've done or that other people have done with different things in my drive, and that gets even deeper when I go into a folder. I could see some different details right here, such as like where this location is. So if I had this folder in multiple spots, it would be right here. So I got things like that, and I could obviously just trash things as well by clicking the remove. I can share this with other people so that they have access, so I can share things right from my drive. And that would be a great thing, like this screencastify folder right here. When you're doing screencasts, you might want to put those on a Google site, or you might want people to be able to view them. So I could do this, and I can make it anyone with a link can view. So every time I make a screencast, I know that it's automatically shared with others so that they can access it. Okay, let's look at a couple other things. As far as searching, now I could go through here and I can look for different types of files. Maybe I remember like, oh man, there was this one document. So I'm going to do a document, and I know it was owned by maybe Mr. Heemstra, and let's see, I don't know. Let me see. I remember it had the words like schedule and awesome in there. So let's search right here and see what comes up right here. Oh, boom, there it is. Okay, so I could do some different searching, and you'll notice that it puts some different things right here. So for me, what I would recommend, you're probably going to have a lot of these. Search for type document untitled right here. And if you have some different ones, you might want to rename them or trash them or anything like that. But you might also have untitled documents that are shared by other people. So if you want to look at just your untitled documents, you'll want to change that owner to owned by me. And now it's only your untitled documents right here. So, wow, I only have 2. It's pretty good. Okay. Let's look at a couple other things right here. One nice thing, like if I make this folder right here, I'm just going to say test folder. Okay. And I'm going to make another folder right here called test. So I have a test folder inside my test folder. I could share this main one. We'll share it with Clyde. Okay. I shared this. Now, that means that anything in here gets shared. It inherits those sharing permissions. So Clyde gets this folder as well. Now, maybe I want to make this folder, I want to share, and I want to get the shareable link. Maybe I want to make it so that anyone with a link can view. I could do that as well. So Clyde can add to this, and I can add to it, and anyone can see it. So now if I make a new folder in here called Hi, it's going to get those same sharing permissions. So if I click share right here, anyone with a link can view, and Clyde McVakerson can edit. So that's great if I have documents that I need people to see, put it in a folder that's already shared. Alrighty, I think that's going to be enough for you to start getting organized. Good luck. Make sure that you're following a pattern, and that as you go throughout your weeks, make sure that you are keeping this organized so it's easy to find.